Writers, I'm so happy to be with you today, and I'm sitting here with some of my favorite books about writing, and I wanted to talk to you about starting your journey as a writer in 5th grade this year. So I want to start with this little story that one of my favorite authors, Anne Lamott, writes about her older brother. She says, 30 years ago, my older brother, who was 10 years old at the time, was trying to get a report on birds written that he'd had 3 months to write. It was due the next day. We were out at our family cabin in Bolinas, and he was at the kitchen table close to tears, surrounded by binder paper and pencils and unopened books on birds, immobilized by the hugeness of the task ahead. Then my father sat down beside him, put his arm around my brother's shoulder and said, "Bird by bird, buddy. Just take it bird by bird." So we're going to take our writing life this year, bird by bird, and we're going to start with the first steps towards becoming a writer. And the very first thing that you need as a writer is a writer's notebook. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So today and every day, you're going to need a place to live your writerly life. Because writers are just regular people. Things happen. And instead of just letting these things pass them by, writers respond. And they need a place to respond and react. And that's your writer's notebook. So it's not like your learning log. You're not going to be writing down anything that anybody else says. And it's not like your math notebook. That's a place where you work through all of the exciting stuff we're going to learn in math this year. And it's not your reading notebook. It is not going to be a place where you necessarily respond to something you've read. Your writer's notebook, it's not a journal, so there are many things it is not, but it is a place where you have a chance to respond to your life. Maybe you see something. Maybe you see something out there after school and you think about it and you want a place to kind of write about it. That's your writer's notebook. Maybe you need to make lists. Writers make lots of lists in their writing notebook. That's a place where you're going. That's a good use of your writing notebook. So today and every day, you use your writer's notebook to begin to live like a writer. So wherever you are, you're watching. You're watching and you're noticing and you're feeling. And your writer's notebook is a place where you get to write those things down. Boys and girls, we're off to a great start. Each of you will be given a composition book, and if you look at the next part of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to begin in your writer's notebook. Have a great time, and remember to get out there and live your writerly life.